Hello, students. Today we will look at the short story Dr. Hedger's Experiment by Nathaniel Hawthorne. This short story is prescribed for the students of BA Part 3 English Literature in Paper 2, that is, English Prose and Fiction. Before we examine the story, let us take a quick look at the biography of Nathaniel Hawthorne. Nathaniel Hawthorne, who was born on July 4th, 1804, and who died on May 19th, 1864, was an American novelist, dark romantic, and short story writer. His works often focus on history, morality, and religion. American novelist and short story writer who was a master of the allegorical and symbolic tale. One of the greatest fiction writers in American literature, he is best known for The Scarlet Letter, published in 1850, and The House of the Seven Gables, published 1851. Who was Nathaniel Hawthorne? Nathaniel Hawthorne was an American short story writer and novelist. His short stories include My Kinsman, Major Molyneux of 1832, Roger Malvin's Burial 1832 again, Young Goodman Brown 1835, and the collection Twice Told Tales. He is best known for his novels The Scarlet Letter 1850 and The House of Seven Gables 1851. His use of allegory and symbolism make Hawthorne one of the most studied writers. Family heritage and early life. Born on July 4th. By the way, the 4th of July is also the American Day of Independence. Born on July 4th, 1804 in Salem, Massachusetts, Hawthorne was the only son of Nathaniel and Elizabeth Clark Haythorne, that is Manning. With the aid of his wealthy uncles, young Hawthorne attended Borden College from 1821 to 1825. This is because Hawthorne's parents died when he was very young, when he was still a child. Upon graduation, he returned home for a 12-year stay. During this time, he began to write with purpose and soon found his voice, self-publishing several stories, among them The Hollow of the Three Hills and An Old Woman's Tale. By 1832, he had written My Kinsman, Major Molyneux, and Roger Malvin's Burial, two of his greatest tales. Tales means stories. And in 1837, Twice Told Tales. Though his writing brought him some notoriety, यानी कि वो बदनाम हुए थे, it did not provide a dependable income. He published his first work in 1822, the novel Fanshawe. He later tried to suppress it, feeling that it was not equal to the standard of his later work. He published several short stories in periodicals, meaning magazines, which he collected in 1837 as Twice Told Tales. दिस मीन्स दैट पहले उन्होंने अपनी शॉर्ट स्टोरीज़ अलग अलग मैगज़ीन्स में पब्लिश करी, फिर उन सबको इकट्ठा करके एक संकलन निकाला जिसका टाइटल दिया ट्वाइस टोल्ड टेल्स, यानी कि वो कहानियाँ जो दोबारा सुनाई जा रही हैं. द नेक्स्ट ईयर ही बिकेम एंगेज टू सोफिया पीबॉडी. He worked at the Boston Custom House and joined Brook Farm, a transcendentalist community, before marrying Peabody in 1842. The couple moved to the Old Manse in Concord, Massachusetts, later moving to Salem, the Berkshires, then to the Wayside in Concord. The Scarlet Letter was published in 1850, followed by a succession of other novels. A political appointment as consul took Hawthorne and family to Europe before their return to Concord in 1860. Hawthorne died on May 19, 1864, and was survived by his wife and their 3 children. Much of Hawthorne's writing centers on New England. Many works featuring moral metaphors with an anti Puritan inspiration. His fiction works are considered part of the Romantic movement and, more specifically, dark romanticism. His themes often center on the inherent evil and sin of humanity, and his works often have moral messages and deep psychological complexity. His published works include novels, short stories, and a biography of his college friend Franklin Pierce, the 14th President of the United States. With this, we end the brief biography of Nathaniel Hawthorne. Now we come to the short story, Dr. Hedger's Experiment. I have first given you the text of the short story. Please read through it. I will not read the whole story out for you. You can read it at your leisure. It's a longish story but easy to understand. I will give you the summary in a short while. This is the text that we are running through. Here the text ends on page 15. And now let us take a look at the understanding of the story. First, the introduction. Nathaniel Hawthorne was an American writer in the first half of the 19th century, famous for his novel The Scarlet Letter and his numerous short stories. Dr. Hedger's Experiment is the story of an eccentric doctor who gives 4 of his friends an elixir from the fountain of youth and observes their behavior as they grow young again. ये कहानी का परिचय है. एक बात आपको ये भी बता दूं कि जो भी शब्द आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा हो, आप उसका मीनिंग गूगल पे सर्च करें या घर में अगर डिक्शनरी हो तो आप उसमें देख लें और उसको लिख लें ताकि आपको इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज की समझ आपकी बढ़ जाए. Like many of Hawthorne's other tales, the story is highly moralistic and even Puritan in its values. यानी वो इस कहानी के ज़रिए अपने पाठकों को कुछ सिखाना चाहते हैं. Hawthorne is often cited as a member of the so-called dark romanticism genre, in which the supposed inherent evil of mankind is held up to scrutiny. यानी कि इंसान अपनी प्रवृत्ति से इंसान के अंदर शैतान मौजूद है. इंसान के अंदर अच्छाइयाँ होती हैं, वो तो सभी जानते हैं, लेकिन हम लोग एक मिश्रण हैं अच्छाई और बुराइयों के. यानी कि हमारे अंदर दिव्यता भी है, ईश्वर की दी हुई, तो हमारे अंदर शैतानी भी है, वो भी शैतान की दी हुई. We talk more about this in the genre section of this guide. Dr. Hedger's Experiment was first published anonymously in the January of 1837 issue of Knickerbocker magazine under the title The Fountain of Youth. Hawthorne republished it in book form later that year under his own name and its current title in a collection of short stories called Twice Told Tales, in the sense that every tale had been published somewhere else before and hence was being told for the second time. Interestingly, in 1860, Hawthorne added to his story a note addressing a supposed accusation of plagiarism against him. Plagiarism का मतलब है जब कोई भी लेखक किसी और की लिखी हुई कहानी, आलेख, लेख को अपने नाम से जब छापते हैं तो ये इल्ज़ाम उन पर भी लगाया गया था. It seems that an English review of his story insinuated that he lifted the idea from Memoire d'un Médecin, a novel by Alexandre Dumas, whom you may know as the author of The Three Musketeers and The Count of Monte Cristo. In his note, Hawthorne points out that he wrote Dr. Hedger's experiment 20 years earlier and long before Dumas's novel, but that the far more famous Dumas is welcome to lift any ideas he pleases from Hawthorne's own work. इल्ज़ाम ये लगा था कि हॉथॉर्न ने ये आइडिया, कहानी का आइडिया अलेक्जेंडर ड्यूमास की नॉवल से उठाया था, लेकिन हॉथॉर्न ने बताया कि उन्होंने ये कहानी इस नॉवल के छपने के 20 साल पहले ही लिख दी थी, और अगर अलेक्जेंडर ड्यूमास चाहें तो मेरी कहानी से अपनी नॉवल के लिए कुछ आइडियाज़ ले सकते हैं. Dr. Hedger's Experiment is a short story by the American author Nathaniel Hawthorne. The story is about a doctor who claims to have been sent water from the fountain of youth. कि किसी स्थान पर एक झरना है, इसको हम ऐसे समझें, एक झरना है, और उस झरने से जल डॉक्टर हेडगर को किसी व्यक्ति ने लाकर दिया. Originally published anonymously in 1837, it was later published in Hawthorne's collection Twice Told Tales, also in 1837. Growing up is about making mistakes and hopefully learning from them. Whether those mistakes are silly or serious, think about lessons in relationships, family, and work. We have to make them in order to realize that they are in fact mistakes. The idea is that once we are old, we have learned our lesson and there will be no more free for alls. कहने का मतलब ये है कि उम्र के साथ हम अपनी गलतियों से सीखते हैं. जवानी में गलतियां करते हैं, लेकिन जैसे जैसे उम्र बढ़ती है हम अपनी गलतियां भुलाने की कोशिश करते हैं और उनसे कुछ सीख लेते हैं. Hawthorne challenges the idea that mistakes are made because we don't know any better. Instead, he seems to say that young people make mistakes simply because they are young. Even if we are graced with the vision of hindsight, यानी कि पीछे मुड़कर देखने में अगर हमारे को कुछ समझने भी आने लगता है, he argues, it is unlikely that we would do any better on a second time around through the perilous minefield that is youth. लेकिन लेखक का ये मानना है कि चाहे उम्र बढ़ जाए, लेकिन अगर मौका हमें मिलेगा दोबारा जवान होने का, तो शायद संभवतः हम वही गलतियाँ दोहराएंगे जो हमने जवानी में की थी. The plot of the story. Dr. Hedger invites 4 elderly friends to participate in an experiment in his mysterious, gloomy study. He shows them a withered rose that he claims is 55 years old. Withered meaning dried rose. एक सूखा गुलाब वो उनको दिखाता है. Then he displays a vase, यानी कि a pot, a gift from an acquaintance that contains a generous quantity of sparkling water. Hedger explains that this bewitching water, bewitching यानी कि एक तरीके से magical water, जादुई पानी है वो, is from the legendary, meaning famous, fountain of youth near Lake Macao, now known as Lake Okeechobee in Florida. Florida is a state in USA. वहाँ का एक प्रदेश है. The water wondrously causes the old rose to bloom again when it is dropped in it. आश्चर्य की बात यह है कि जब डॉक्टर हेडगर, उनके पास एक बहुत पुराना मुरझाया हुआ सूखा हुआ एक गुलाब का फूल होता है, वो उस गुलाब के फूल को जब उस पानी में डालते हैं या उसके छींटे उस पर छिड़कते हैं तो वो फूल वापस खिल उठता है. Dr. Hedger's friends become cautiously intrigued. They wish to taste the water, it will resolve, hoping it will restore their youth and give them an opportunity to live life again, free from the mistakes they made when they were young. यानी कि वो चाहते हैं कि उनकी जवानी लौट आए और वो दोबारा से अपने जीवन को जीने का उन्हें मौका मिले. As Hedger watches, they anxiously drink the water. Their youth restored, वो वापस यंग हो जाते हैं. They begin acting as fatuously, meaning stupidly, foolishly, as they did in their prime. यानी कि वो वैसे ही मूर्खतापूर्ण व्यवहार करने लगते हैं जैसे वो जवानी में किया करते थे. Soon the three men of the group begin competing for the attention of the now youthful and beautiful widow. जिन 4 मित्रों को डॉक्टर हेडगर ने ये फाउंटेन ऑफ यूथ का पानी पिलाने के लिए बुलाया था, उनमें 3 पुरुष थे और 1 महिला थी जो कि अपनी जवानी में बहुत खूबसूरत रही थी. While experiencing their newfound youth, however, a tall, ominous mirror in the study reflects the image of the 4 guests as still being elderly and feeble. देखने में तो वो यंग लग रहे हैं, लेकिन उस कमरे में एक लंबा सा मिरर था और उस मिरर में वो ये जो चारों मित्र थे वो वैसे ही बूढ़े दिख रहे थे जैसे कि वो यंग एज में थे. The vase is accidentally smashed as the men fight over her. That is the widow. Her name is Widow Wickerly. And its miraculous water is lost. वो आपस में लड़ते हैं, वो उस पॉट ऑफ वाटर से टकराते हैं, वो गिर जाता है और कांच का वो पॉट टूट जाता है और सारा पानी बिखर जाता है. The guest's transformation only lasts for minutes and therefore returns them to their original old age. चंद मिनटों के लिए वो जवान हुए थे, स्फूर्ति आ गई थी, लेकिन फिर से वो वैसे ही बूढ़े और लाचार और कमज़ोर हो जाते हैं जैसे कि वो थोड़ी देर पहले थे. To obtain more of the enchanted water, the 4 test subjects determine to travel to Florida to find the fountain of youth. अब वो चारों डिसाइड करते हैं कि वो फ्लोरिडा जाएंगे और फाउंटेन ऑफ यूथ को ढूंढ कर उस जगह को वो पानी जल का वो सेवन करेंगे. इसमें जो कैरेक्टर्स हैं, डॉक्टर हेडगर, एन एज्ड एंड वाइज फिजिशियन हु इज़ द प्रोटैगोनिस्ट ऑफ द स्टोरी, यानी कि द मेन कैरेक्टर. Colonel Killigrew, a man who throughout his life has had many self-indulgent, sinful pleasures. Mr. Medburn, a once rich merchant who lost most of his fortune in speculation. Mr. Gascoigne, a politician whose career was ruined by his corruption. Widow Wickerly, a formerly beautiful woman loved by the 3 gentlemen, that is Colonel Killigrew, Mr. Medburn, Mr. Gascoigne. कहानी के अनुसार डॉक्टर हेडगर विडो विकली से मोहब्बत नहीं करते थे. उनकी जो प्रेमिका थी सिल्विया वॉर्ड, अ यूथफुल वुमन whose portrait hangs upon a wall in the study. She was supposed to marry Dr. Hedger but died the day before their marriage. The rose Dr. Hedger uses in his experiment is one he had received from Sylvia for their wedding. तो ये तो कहानी के पात्र हुए. ये 4 मित्र, डॉक्टर हेडगर 5वें पात्र एंड 6th सिल्विया वॉर्ड, जिनसे डॉक्टर हेडगर का विवाह होने वाला था पर उनकी डेथ हो जाती है. समरी. द स्टोरी बिगिंस with old Dr. Hedger inviting 4 elderly friends over to his rather eerie study. eerie यानी कि भयावह, जिससे आपको सिरहन हो, जिससे आपको डर लगे. कर्नल किलीग्रू, Mr. Medburn, Mr. Gascoigne and Widow Wickerly. The 4 old folks have all fallen a long way from their prime. They each squandered his own type of fortune. स्क्वैंडर्ड यानी कि खर्च कर दिया, गंवा दिया, बेकार कर दिया. फॉर्च्यून यानी कि धन दौलत. हर एक के पास कुछ ना कुछ था. ज़रूरी नहीं धन दौलत से का यहाँ पर अर्थ है यूथ, जवानी. मनी यानी कि धन दौलत, पैसा. पार यानी कि शक्ति. ब्यूटी यानी कि खूबसूरती. एंड इज़ नाउ इन अ मिजरेबल स्टेट. The narrator also informs us that when they were young, the three men used to fight over the attention of the widow Vikale. Hedger's creepy study contains, among other things, a bust of Hippocrates, with whom Dr. Hedger consults from time to time. Now, bust का यहाँ पे मतलब है ऐसी मूर्ति जिसमें किसी व्यक्ति का सर, चेहरा, कंधे हों और केवल छाती तक हो. आपने भी शायद ऐसी मूर्तियाँ देखी होंगी. वो मूर्तियाँ बस्ट कहलाती हैं. और हिपोक्रेट्स फादर ऑफ मेडिसिन कहलाते हैं. वो यूनान के एक फिजिशियन थे जिनके नाम पर आज भी एलोपैथी जो मेडिसिन का एक तरीका है जिसको हम सब फॉलो करते हैं, उसके वो पितामह कहलाते हैं. अब मैजिक ब्लैक बुक, a skeleton in a closet, and a mirror that supposedly contains the visages of Dr. Hedger's dead patients. Visages यानी कि images. The doctor presents his guests with 4 empty champagne glasses and an ornate, means decorative vase full of clear bubbling liquid. वो जो पानी है उस फाउंटेन ऑफ यूथ का जो उस पॉट में रखा हुआ है उसमें ऊपर बबुले उठ रहे हैं. He takes an old withered rose, drops it into the vase, and shows his guests that it has in fact been rejuvenated to a fresh blooming flower. यानी कि वो पुनर्जीवित हो गया है, वो वापस से खिल उठा है, rejuvenated. Dr. Hedger then claims that the liquid in the vase is water from the mythical fountain of youth. He would like their help in an experiment. They drink the water. He sits back and watches. The guests are clearly skeptical. Skeptical meaning doubtful. उनको संदेह है कि इस बात में कितनी सच्चाई है. But they agree, मान जाते हैं, पानी पीने के लिए agree कर लेते हैं. Before they drink, Dr. Hedger warns them not to make the same mistakes they did the first time they were young. The guests drink and they believe they have grown young again. Whether or not they actually are physically transformed is ambiguous. Ambiguous means it is not clear. वो वास्तविकता में चेंज आता है क्या उनको? क्या वो वापस से सच में जवान हो जाते हैं? ये एक बात क्लियर नहीं है क्योंकि जो कांच है वहाँ पर एक मिरर लगा हुआ है, उसमें जो उनकी परछाई दिखती है उसमें वो अभी भी वैसे ही बूढ़े और लाचार दिख रहे हैं जैसे कि वो असल में थे. Of course they act like fools and the 3 men end up wrestling, means fighting or struggling with each other for the widow's attention. In their tussling they knock over the vase. vase से टकराते हैं, वो गिर जाता है, which spills the elixir all over the floor. और वो जो पानी है उसका वो पूरा ज़मीन पर बिखर जाता है. It does not take long for the effects of the potion to wear off. पोषण यानी कि वो पदार्थ जिसमें कोई जादुई शक्ति हो. And the 4 guests find that they are old again. Dr. Hedger does not regret the spilled elixir. He has learned his lesson by watching his guests and would not drink the water for anything. उन्होंने इस पानी का सेवन नहीं किया था. और एक वो बहुत अच्छी बात कहते हैं इस कहानी में, आप जब पढ़ेंगे तो आपको भी पता समझ में आएगी कि मैं बड़ी मुश्किलों से अपनी ज़िंदगी को गुजार कर इस चौराहे पर पहुंचा हूँ, ज़िंदगी के इस पड़ाव पर पहुंचा हूँ. मैं बिल्कुल नहीं चाहता कि मैं वापस जाऊँ पीछे और वापस उस ज़िंदगी और उसकी से जुड़ी हुई कठिनाइयों को झेलूँ या सामना करूँ. The guests, however, have learned nothing and they vow to travel, यानी कि वो प्रतिज्ञा करते हैं to travel to Florida, find the fountain of youth and drink from it day and night. तो ये थी कहानी का सार था. Now the themes and meanings. Dr. Hedger's experiment deals with two of Hawthorne's favorite themes, the consequences of tampering with nature, टैम्परिंग यानी कि छेड़छाड़ करना, प्रकृति से छेड़छाड़ करना और उसके दुष्परिणाम, एंड द रिजेक्शन ऑफ कन्वेंशनल morality. A key theme in Hawthorne's short story is foolishness and whether a fool can ever change. It is often said that age begets wisdom. Begets means gives birth to wisdom. ऐसा कहा जाता है कि उम्र के साथ समझ आ जाती है, बुद्धिमानी आ जाती है. And essentially, Dr. Hedger's experiment is to test this hypothesis. ये जो सिद्धांत है, इस सिद्धांत को इस कहानी के माध्यम से टेस्ट किया जा रहा है कि क्या असल में वाकई में उम्र के साथ लोग बुद्धिमान हो जाते हैं. It is often said that as are the older people in the story actually better versions of the people they were in youth? The bombastic politician, the drunk, the gambler, and the flirt? Or is it simply that age has rendered it impossible for them to behave in this way? Hedger seems to have an inkling, means he seems to have an idea, that the fools at heart remain fools. And this is borne out by the story. हेडगर को इस बात की समझ है कि कोई मूर्ख व्यक्ति अंत तक मूर्ख ही रहता है, और ये कहानी उस बात की, उस सोच का सबूत है. The guests at the dinner party have not learned from their years of experience. As soon as they have enlivened once more by the fountain of youth, they engage in reckless behavior. Reckless यानी कि irresponsible, अमर्यादापूर्ण, वो भूल जाते हैं कि उनकी क्या असल उम्र क्या है. While their friend, the doctor, simply observes the experiment. वो केवल उनको देख रहे हैं. His final comment seems to indicate that this is what he expected, as he states that he would not drink of the fountain having witnessed this. उनका ये रवैया देखकर उन्होंने तय कर लिया कि वो कभी भी इस पानी का या इस जल का सेवन नहीं करेंगे. Accordingly, the fools have learned nothing and immediately want to set out for Florida in search of the fountain itself. This connects to the second key theme, that is, appearance versus reality. Is there really a fountain of youth at all? Hawthorne leaves it deliberately ambiguous. The guests are at first skeptical, meaning doubtful, and then become convinced, a journey on which the reader accompanies them. At first, it seems a mere trick, until the narrative shows the old widow seeing her own face bloom again in the looking glass. But what does this mirror signify? Is the widow seeing only what she wants to see? Buoyed means lifted up by her own foolishness and the power of suggestion. When the other mirror in the study shows the older people as simply withered, means dried out, elderly figures, जैसे कि बूढ़े लोग होते हैं झुके हुए, जिनकी स्किन बिल्कुल रिंकल्ड हो रही है, उसमें सलवटें पड़ी हुई हैं, आँखें धसी हुई हैं, behaving like youths, the narrative drives us to question our own understanding of what is going on. Are the old people really young again? Or are they, and we, fools to believe in this possibility? The title, Dr. Hedger's Experiment, gives clues to the story's meaning. The doctor is a man of science, and the story describes an experiment from which some sort of lesson might be derived. Derived means obtained या got. कोई चीज़ प्राप्त होना. In conjunction with the word experiment, the title suggests medicine, chemistry, physiology or physics. यानी कि जो टाइटल में ये शब्द एक्सपेरिमेंट यूज़ किया है, इससे हमारे को मेडिसिन जो सब्जेक्ट है मेडिकल साइंस का, या केमिस्ट्री यानी कि रसायन शास्त्र, फिजियोलॉजी यानी कि शरीर के बारे में, या फिज़िक्स यानी कि भौतिक शास्त्र. The name Hedger is Swiss, meaning someone from the fortress Hedig in the canton of Zurich. The doctor bears the same surname as that of a Swiss contemporary of the composer Handel, John James Hedger, manager of the opera house and master of the revels under England's King George II. The other characters also have surnames of distinguished figures from roughly the same era of English history. Most famous is a playwright known for the immortality of his works, that is William Wycherley, who left a widow, a woman much younger than he, named Elizabeth. Others include two dramatists, father and son, Thomas Killigrew and Thomas Killigrew the younger, and another dramatist, Sir William Killigrew, a master of the revels named Charles Killigrew, a poet, George Gascoigne, an alleged conspirator, Sir Thomas Gascoigne, and an actor and dramatist, Matthew Medburn, ट्रांसलेटर ऑफ मोलियर. कहने का मतलब है कि जितने भी कहानी के पात्र हैं उनके नाम वंस अपॉन अ टाइम लिविंग राइटर्स या आर्टिस्ट के नाम से लिए गए हैं. एंड इसके साथ ये कहानी डॉक्टर हेडगर्स एक्सपेरिमेंट कम्स टू एन एंड. आप शॉर्ट स्टोरी को पढ़ लेंगे, टेक्स्ट मैंने आपको दे दी है, और फिर भी कोई परेशानी हो तो हम बाद में इसको डिस्कस कर सकते हैं. थैंक यू.